Welcome to Divrei Hayamim, Bet, Chapter 15. I have a confession. This is the 5th time I am doing a video on this perek. All of them had to be deleted because there are so many details and names. It's very easy to miss. I have my Tanakh here with me, and I'm going to do my best to get it right and to give you every single detail in the perek. There's a lot that goes on here. You have the beginning of the end of the kingdom of Israel. You have the end of the house of Yehu. The royal house of Yehu comes to an end. And you have the kingdom of... I'm going to give it to you here piece by piece. All right, so first of all, we start off with the story of Azariah, son of Amaziah. Remember Amaziah, the king who picked a fight with the kingdom of Israel and got clobbered? Well, Amaziah was kind of kicked out of being a king and replaced by his son Yotam. By his son Azariah. Azariah, the son of Amaziah, ruled at the age of 16. Can you imagine being a king at the age of 16? I can't. So Azariah, the son of Amaziah, becomes the king, and he's a pretty decent guy. He's pretty good, and the only thing that he doesn't do is he doesn't eradicate the bamot, which is the worship of Hashem, bringing korbanot in private locations. People bring korbanot in their private locations, and unfortunately, he, Mr. Azariah, King Azariah, also becomes a mitzorah. He gets tzara'at, and he has to sit outside. And Azariah sits in isolation as he has tzara'at, and he's succeeded by his own son, who is named Yotam. So after that, you have Yotam. So remember, you have Amaziah, the king of Yehuda, who fought against the north. You have his son Azariah, who was king for 50 years and did not eradicate the bamot, and then ended up getting tzara'at. And then you have his son, who is Yotam. That's the kingdom of Yehuda. Next, you have in the house of Israel, in the kingdom of Israel, in Shomron, you have Zechariah, the son of Yerovam, as a king, and he is the last in the dynasty of Yehu. He is the last one in the dynasty of Yehu. And remember, God told Yehu, because you killed the house of Achav and you fulfilled my command, you will have great-grandchildren that are kings. Bnei Ribeim, which means that he is the last to the house of Yehu, and he's assassinated by his servant Shalom. And that is a completion of a circle of what God told Yehu. Shalom has a very short term, and he himself is assassinated by a fellow named Menachem ben Gadi. He's assassinated, and Menachem ben Gadi does well, and he's very successful in terms of the kingdom, although he's a very cruel conqueror. He conquers for Israel, and he basically kills anyone who's in his way. Next comes after Menachem ben Gadi, during Menachem ben Gadi, Fool, which is hopefully spelled F-U-L, not F-O-L-L, right? So Fool, the king of Ashur, F-U-L, he comes to Israel, and he is about to destroy Shomron. So Menachem ben Gadi says, what's the point? Why come and destroy the kingdom of Israel when I'll pay you? And he says, I'll pay you a tax rate of 50 shekel, 50 silver coins per citizen. Remember, we give a half a shekel to the Beit HaMikdash once a year. Here he was saying every citizen will give 50 silver shekels. He appoints his strongest and probably not nicest men to collect that tax from Bnei Israel, and he manages to get the king of Ashur to leave him. This is Mr. Menachem ben Gadi. He actually ends up dying and lives to the end of his term. After that, you have Pekahiah ben Menachem, who's a king in Israel, and he's overthrown by Mr. Pekach ben Remaliahu. And in the days of Pekach ben Remaliahu, who is very sinful, you have the tragedy of all tragedies. We lose the majority of our people. Tiglat Pil Eser, the king of Ashur, comes in the days of Pekach ben Remalyahu, and he goes and he destroys the kingdom. He expels Naphtali, he expels the majority of Bnei Yisrael, and he takes all of Eretz Naphtali and he expels them. Basically, he starts razing away and expelling the tribes. The Jewish people are only one tribe. We are the Shevet of Yehuda. Here you have Pekach ben Remalyahu, the king. In his days, you have Tiglat-Pileser, the king of Ashur, expelling the Jews. By the way, we mention this situation in the Kinot of Tisha B'Av. Tiglat-Pileser is the one who really is the expeller of many of the Jewish tribes. And I guess because of his lack of success, Hoshea ben Elah has a coup. He overthrows Pekach ben Remalyahu. And in those days, Yotam, son of Uziyahu, remember Uziyahu was the one who got Tzarat. Yotam becomes a king, and he still is leading the Jewish people. Everyone's doing somewhat of the right thing, but they're still worshiping in the Bamot. They're still bringing korbanot in their backyards. And in those days of Yotam, unfortunately, the kings of the king of Aram, Retzin, the king of Aram, and Pekach Remalyahu, the king of Israel, start raising also from the kingdom of Yehuda. These are not good days. And so after Yotam, his son Achaz becomes a king. So there was a lot in this chapter, a lot of coups. The end of the kingdom of Yehu, you have Tiglat-Pileser in the days of Ben Remalyahu coming to expel the tribes to Ashur, and that is chapter 15. Be'ezrat Hashem, I'll see you in chapter 16, Tetzah.